you again. I'm just gonna give you a heads up before I'm about to go in about Serena Williams' wake up call. If you have kids in the room, get your kids out because there might be some mal cussing in the video. So pause the video. I'll wait. Now that you've unpaused, let's get started. So you heard about Serena Williams getting getting screwed over, wrongfully screwed over for her first win in the French Opening. So, which was very obvious. I am not surprised. Sadly, I'm not. And the only thing is, though, I would want to defend her, but she's still not fucking getting it. She's still trying to say, oh, they did this to me because of racism. Okay, maybe a little pinch of that had to play with it, I will say. But mostly, it was white supremacy and anti black racism. And it's because they did, because you are black, Serena. Wake up and smell the coffee, okay? So now you're wondering, like, folks saying, why you being so hard in these kids' videos? And I'm like, well, that's one, but I'll get into why. And do they eat the kids these words? And I'm like, no, I'll get into it. There's a very good reason. So, well, even before, like with Serena Williams, I was already hard before she even met her piece of shit husband. Well, here's one. There's a racist bitch by the name of Caroline Wozniacki who thought it'd be cute and funny to pull a quote unquote joke on about Serena during the Brazil opening. I don't know what year this was, but it was still disgusting and it still remains fresh on my mind. So here, that's the little quote unquote joke mocking black women's attributes, including Serena's attributes. So yeah, very disgusting and very racist. And everyone had every right to be pissed off with her because of what the fuck she did. So, but I'll post a link below so you can read. So you can read like all the fuckery that's there. I'm sorry. Jeez. Stupid ass ads. Okay, not interested in this ad. Okay. Which you can just refresh the page and then you'll get to see where it says. You know what it says talking about this racist, disgusting incident. So you may think Serena Williams would have been pissed off, rightfully pissed off. No, she tries to go play Captain Save a white supremacist and said, "Oh, black people, you need to quit bringing race into it. You know, it's not everything's about race, just a joke." So she threw the black community on the bus, saying we're just fucking complaining, which was a very foul move. Foul move. I'm sorry, I'm so tongue twisted and just ugh. She just disgusted me. I was that disgusted about her. So yeah, and that's when I said, nope, I am not defending her. Not defending her at all. Then now coming to her husband, Alexis Ohanian. He's the founder of Reddit, that piece of shit. And also it's the hub for white supremacists. And this fucker goes as far to even try to rationalize for white supremacy and anti-black racism on his website. And especially knowing that same site was shitting on Serena Williams and her sister and the rest of her family, called him everything other than a child of God. So you would think, oh, now that he's married, now that he's a father, he would see the light and would defend his wife and now child. But no, even his child got hell. See this little baby? That's Alexis Olympia Ohanian. They're Serena Williams' daughter. And then she caught hell before she was even born by this piece of shit by the name of Natase. And I will post the articles I just showed to you, and I'll just post it in the description box because I can only go on for 10 minutes on this video. So, as you can see, the title says Natase is sorry for racist remark about Serena Williams, and also which they should include on the title and her unborn child, which was very disgusting. So what he said, which I'll get to the part, he said was overheard last Friday by a journalist talking about Williams' unborn baby being chocolate with milk. What the fuck was that supposed to mean, you piece of shit? So you can read the bullshit, and I'll post the link. Then now you would think, Alexis would have came to the defense, of his unborn child. Just like Serena, she came to the defense of her unborn child. She clapped back at Natasa's disgusting racist ass. No, but with Ohanian, he didn't even do that at all. I'll say he not once defended his wife, and he's not once defended his unborn child. And then already the baby's already catching hell before she's even born. So here is more. Now you have Mark Knight with what happened with the French opening just yesterday, with how Serena Williams was wrongfully cheated. He thought it'd be cute and funny to put this racist ass image. Of course, he's getting rightfully dragged, and he's trying to say race has nothing to do with it. This was a very racist picture of how he portrayed Serena Williams, and look how he portrays like Naomi Osaka, who has blonde hair like she's a white girl, but she only like bleached the ponytail part, but she was coloring her hair just like Serena Williams. Here's Naomi Osaka. She looks no different. She's about just like close to the same complexion, just that she's about like close to the same complexion as Serena Williams. You know, and she's still a sister. She's still a black woman. They're trying to say, oh, she's Japanese. I'm like, no, she's stated she's Haitian and she identifies with Asia. So in other words, she's saying, I'm black. She even had to check a news report to tell her, basically told her, I'm black, okay? Sit your ass down somewhere. And and now he's trying to say race had nothing to do with it, but it's not the first time he's done this shit before. See, you see this shit? He basically went and made a mockery of the brothers and sisters in Australia, the indigenous Australians, who are pissed off and angry because they do not want to celebrate that quote unquote Australia Day, which is basically the day that their genocide occurred. That's the day that oppression had kicked in, and which they're still facing till this very fucking day. So he made a mockery, portraying them as savages, saying, how dare you not celebrate Australia Day? It wasn't even in your land, bitch. Rotten. And he still hasn't apologized. This rotten motherfucker right here. And I would say, Serena Williams, your daddy warned you about motherfuckers like this, and you've dealt with motherfuckers like this since you were a child, Serena Williams. But you chose not to listen to your father, and yet you had nerve and audacity to cry about your dad, who did call out racism and said and told media, yes, racism had a lot to do with why they're treating my daughters like this. But Serena, you chose not to listen, and you would think Alexis would have came to her defense with what happened. But no, he still didn't. Because why? He still subscribes to white supremacy and anti-black racism. Just because he's married to a black woman, as a child with a black woman, that doesn't exempt him from being a white supremacist. Take David Duke and Donald Tokowitz Sterling for fucking example. Okay? Don't get that shit twisted. So now, Serena, you still trying to deny this shit? You are really asking to learn the hard way to a point when you really realize it's gonna be too fucking late. So you better get your head straight. But you know what? It seems like you only want to learn the hard way. And now as for Naomi Osaka, you may have won, but long story short, you better pay attention as well. Because even like when Serena lost, she had like felt bad and sad. And you know what? Because I guess she saw for what the fuck it is. And Naomi, you better listen well. White supremacists, they'll use you just to pin against another sister, and just to use you to cause strife within the black community. But when they have no use for you, they're gonna let you know who you are. They're gonna let you know that they still see you and have always seen you as an N-word, and they still see a black woman. Do not get the shit twisted. That's my 2 cents. I'm out.